Hello, I am Aaron Peskin, a candidate for mayor with the most experience, know-how, and vision to recover San Francisco and set us back on the right path. And today, like with the Stephen Colbert questionnaire, you're going to get to know exactly who I am. All right, personal questions. Let's start with the first question. What's your go-to spot in the city to work out? I think everybody knows that I like to start my day with a swim in San Francisco Bay, which I have been doing for 32 years. I've swum from Alcatraz 7 times. I've swum across the Golden Gate. But most mornings I just go down and I swim around in Aquatic Park for 20-25 minutes and then take a hot shower and go to work. Very excited about this. This is like the Colbert questionnaire. What is your favorite spot to work from home? Well, I actually, for almost 35 years, have had a private business in North Beach. So I rarely work from home. I work in an office on Columbus Avenue that is filled with my buttons from all 5 of my successful supervisorial campaigns. That's my cave where I do my work, but I rarely work from home. What's the most adventurous thing you've ever done? Wow, there's a lot of adventurous things that I've done. I rode my bicycle across the United States of America. It took me 53 days. I started in California and finished in North Carolina. But I've also climbed a lot of mountains, and I've done a lot of long trips in the Himalaya, treks to the Everest Base Camp and around the Annapurnas, and walked the John Muir Trail 218 miles 3 times. So I've done all kinds of adventures. I love to do adventures. What's your favorite movie ever, and why does it top your list? Wow, there are so many incredible movies. I really think that The Graduate with Dustin Hoffman is an incredible movie. It's a movie about becoming mature. It's a movie about getting to know oneself, and it's a great movie. I recommend The Graduate for anybody who wants to see a cool old movie. What's your go-to spot in the city to relax? I go to yoga all the time. I used to go to yoga in the Sunset and later on in the Presidio and now in Eureka Valley, and I try to do that for an hour and a half at least 2 times a week, and it has kept me sane and it has kept me relaxed. I also like to sit in the sauna after I go swimming in the bay, and that is also another just incredible way to get your day off to the right start. What was your most cherished toy as a child? Now it's interesting, I actually saw my competitor in the race and I have the exact same answer because it's true. It was my blankie. I carried around, I actually called my mother and I asked her this. She is alive and well. And I asked my mother what was that thing I was attached to, and it was a little small blue blanket that I slept with and I carried around with me, and it was like my best friend. What's my screensaver? Actually, my screensaver, which is pretty amazing this week. I grew up with Kamala Harris. We went to kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade together, and a picture from our growing up is my screensaver right now.
而家係時候發揮你嘅想像力同埋創意啦。咁先抽一個慶典活動，然後再抽3個三藩市嘅地標。你可以喺入邊揀一個地標嚟搞呢個活動，講俾我哋聽點解。
All right, now we're going to try this La Tomatina in Spain, the tomatoes. A bloody good time. Little Italy, which is North Beach, the Castro, and San Francisco City Hall. I would actually say that this should be a progressive festival. I would string these together. I would start in the Castro, move to City Hall, and then go to North Beach and Little Italy. I think this is something that could light up all of San Francisco, bring our neighborhoods together. Mardi Gras, Ghirardelli Square, Chinatown, Japantown. Where would Mardi Gras fit? Well, I would say this, which is one of the things that makes San Francisco so incredible, is how our cultures mesh, how we actually enjoy different cultures. And I would say that a celebration in Mardi Gras, which is accompanied by a huge parade and music, could start in one neighborhood at Ghirardelli Square, and it could go up through San Francisco's Chinatown, all the way to Japantown. And there's actually been events like that. Like Our Lady of Guadalupe is actually an event that starts in the Mission, goes through San Francisco's Chinatown to one of the old churches, Our Lady of Guadalupe, that is on Russian Hill. So let's bring all of San Francisco together to celebrate different cultures.
咁而家咧就從你個選區入面咧抽2個社區，講一講你中意嘅部分，以及覺得佢哋需要改進嘅地方。
The first one that I have is District 4, the Sunset District, where we are sitting, that has the beach and has incredible commercial corridors. And this is an area where a lot of people from my district worked very, very hard, saved money, and came out here and bought single-family homes and have raised their children. That's what's great about the Sunset. It's a real community. What can be improved? Well, I'll tell you, I think that the mayor's plans to turn Ocean Beach into Miami Beach and displace small businesses and rip down some incredible housing in order to build these tall buildings that nobody is going to be able to afford, that's not going to be an improvement to San Francisco's Sunset District. And the next one is District 8, the Castro, Noe Valley, and Glen Park. These are neighborhoods that have beautiful turn-of-the-century homes, Victorians and Edwardians. The Castro has welcomed generations of LGBT people from all over the United States of America, and it's a very, very important part of San Francisco. And this district, too, on 24th Street in Noe Valley, is the subject of proposals for high-rise buildings that nobody is going to be able to afford, that are going to displace our small businesses, and we should be very careful and plan appropriately. San Francisco needs affordable housing, but we do not need to wreck our neighborhoods to save them.
你而家手入邊嘅箱咧就有三藩市市府或者係加州州府喺度討論中嘅提案。而家抽2個，分享你對佢哋嘅睇法啦。
All right, let's shake it. California Proposition 34, prescription drug spending requirements change. Not a lot of Californians yet know about this. It is something that is dressed up as requiring health providers to spend more money on patient care, but it is actually not about that. Proposition 34 is actually targeted at one organization in Los Angeles that some politicians in the state are angry at because of measures that they have been pursuing. So I am against Proposition 34. It is actually a very vindictive, petty political move by the state of California against one particular nonprofit in Southern California. It's really bad public policy to take out grudges on the California state ballot, and I am no on 34. San Francisco ballot measure, San Francisco Unified School District Improvement Bond. So this is not a bond from the city of San Francisco. This is a bond from the school district of San Francisco that has its own elected board. It is $790 million that will be used to fund facilities, our schools in San Francisco, and it's very much needed. But I want the school district to be very clear with San Francisco and our families and our students about what schools they are getting ready to close. And it's very important. So I want to hear more from the school district before I can say yes on the ballot measure for the school bond. We should all know that the school district is going to make sure to keep our schools open. Thank you to Skylink's listeners and viewers. Knowing about your candidates and knowing about the issues in San Francisco is what democracy is all about. San Francisco needs a change. We need to once again be on the world stage as one of the greatest cities in America. And I have the experience, the work ethic, and the vision to make San Francisco a city that works for all of us.